Still be shaken. You just can't still be shaken. You can be shaking your yays, lovers, and glasses of wine. These are the things that should never be counted, okay? Don't forget that every time. Hey, you. I'm your host, Viva, a girl who is stuck with too many fiction and fantasies and who dreams it also. Welcome. This is You Could Pod, where there's only possibilities of anything you could actually imagine. Hey, you. How are you doing? You cool? Yes, you should be. Please be, okay? And I hope you had fun all through the holidays. I hope you had a great time. And I hope all your loved ones also had a great time. And you were able to share and express your love. Because this holiday season is one of my favorite holidays. It is, actually. I do. Somehow, it just vibes with me. Like, it's my vibe, you know. When something is your vibe, yes. The Easter and the Ramadan season is one of my vibing holidays. With that said, welcome. This is You Could Pod with your fantasy girl, Viva. And as always, where there's only possibilities of anything you could reckon. Okay, moving on. And this episode today, it's kind of personal to me. Can I say personal? It's kind of something that has affected me. The topic of today's episode is something that has particularly affected. I don't want to say affected me, but it's something that I have experienced. And I can say I am still kind of experiencing. I'm still in the get-go. Like, I'm just between the stuff. I somehow haven't gotten out of it. Somehow I can't just shake it off. With that said, the topic of today's episode is expression. Expression. And to me, it is very personal. It is something that is like dear to my heart because I don't know, for whatsoever reason, I hold it so there. Not for whatsoever reason. You are going to hear all the reasons. Not all of the reasons, of course. Not all of the reasons. I'm going to have to keep some stuff to myself, right? Because I don't know how you guys are. But for real, seriously, I feel like expression, when it comes to expression, being expressive and being put out, it's a little bit sensitive to me because I have had some experiences. Well, on the other side, not so cool. On the other side, because there's always two sides, right? On the other side, I actually love it because it has made me more fun. I mean, it has made me realize that I can actually fit in anywhere. I can actually fit in there and fit in here. But it's not really cool, though. But before I start or say anything, why don't we just start with the definition of expression, right? So it says it's the action of making known one's thoughts or feelings. So what you are thinking, how you're feeling, your emotions. Exactly, that's what expressions are when you are putting it out. You look on someone's face that conveys a particular emotion. Look at that. Okay, before I even go on, I have to say I'm nervous. I am a little bit nervous about this particular topic because, oh my God. I'm excited too because I am recording again. And this thrills me for sure. I don't know. I get too excited for it. But then I am nervous because, oh boy. But they say it's the same thing. I mean, it's the same feeling you have when you're nervous, and also the same feeling you have when you're excited. So you are practically just nervous or excited, or you're just the same thing, and you're actually just picking one. Okay. With that said, I think expression was coined from a Latin word, which means to press out. Oh, I actually thought it was put out, which means to press out. So it's to let something out, and probably for whoever you want them to be on the receiving end to get it. And it is actually said that emotions are basically the building blocks of statements. So you see, expression is a way for you to showcase or press out your emotions. And emotions are the stuff that builds statements. So just imagine that somehow you can't actually express yourself. Like, you can actually express the way you're feeling, or your thoughts, or whatever is going on with you at a particular time. You see how caught up that is? It's something else. And then, just before I started to record this, I found out. Did I find out? Yes, I did. I found out that there are actually 27 emotions. Could you imagine that? 27 expressive emotions. So I'm going to list it for them. Here goes. There is adoration, admiration, anger, amusement, anxiety, awe, aesthetic appreciation, boredom, confusion, calmness, craving, disgust, awkwardness, empathic pain, fear, excitement, entrancement, interest, horror, joy, nostalgia, and relief, romance, sadness, satisfaction, surprise, and finally, sexual desire. Okay, 27? Wow, that's quite a number. I'm sure if somehow I went on researching, I probably find more, because 27, yeah, this actually covers most of it, but more could go. So why did I even start by saying that when it comes to this particular topic, that it's something that it's personal, or I have experienced so much personally? Somehow, I know I won't say this, I'm prepared to say this, but now that I'm actually saying it, now that I'm actually recording it, I am feeling a little bit, I just feel it like I wish this is scripted. So okay, whatever, I'm just gonna let it out, okay? So why do I say this is this is personal to me? It's personal to me because I don't want to take this to a feminist angle, okay? This is not about feminism right now. I'm not trying to talk about that, but all I want to say, generally here in our part of the world, not just our part of the world, almost literally everywhere on earth, there is always a limitation. There is always a particular point, a no-go area that the female sex, the woman, the girl, is meant to express herself to a limit. And maybe it's cool, maybe it's not cool. I mean, there's societal standards which girls are meant to uphold, which they are supposed to learn while they are growing, king keeping, and all those stuff. And personally, to me, I was a very mouthy kid. Did I say was? No, I am still a very mouthy kid. Very sarcastic, very, very sarcastic. And did I just find this out? Maybe with time I realized that yes, I am very sarcastic. And somehow that has not really been so cool for me. That has not really been something that I would say I have enjoyed expressing, or maybe not just enjoyed. That has not been something I would say, oh, okay, at least I could freely say what I'm feeling or how I'm feeling, or let people know what's up. I think right from being a child, right from childhood, this is going to go so far. Oh my God. But chill, it's not a victim thing, okay? Because I'm no goddamn victim, okay? Right from childhood, are you kidding me? Okay, for anyone who's met me, my mouth doesn't close. Not that I don't stop talking, but if I'm cool with you, if I'm relaxed and I feel like, okay, no one's judging here, I bite and I bite and I bite and somehow I enjoy it. It's cool and it's funny. If it's hilarious to me, that's all I need. So back to when I was a kid, of course, because we were once all kids, right? And just as life begins, that is when it starts, because even psychology says a child has the possibilities of retaining what's the experiences they have, or whatever they've been taught, or whatever they've gone through with life, or whatever happened to them, traumatic or exciting, from the age of 4. So you see, that is why I feel like we human beings, we should do better. But that aside, back when I was young, I was that child that was saying all the stuff I should not ever say. Yes, like I saw stuff for whatsoever reason, for no reason. I don't know why I was always the one who somehow saw things that adults, or heard things that adults are saying or doing. Okay, don't get cranky. I'm not talking about any whatever stuff. You dating-minded person. Oh, mind a dating-minded person. Okay. Anyway. So I always spoke up, I always talked. I was a very expressive kid. I would say I am till today, but it's not the same as I would say I would want it to be, or it's not the same as I would say I would enjoy it to be, or I actually feel very free. Because one thing I have understood is that people don't like a person who is expressive. And if you're always happy or laughing or joyous or glad and all stuff, I've actually had someone particularly ask me, come on, you're always giggling and laughing. Are you really that happy? And I was lost for words. I'm like, wow. In my head, I'm thinking, am I really that happy? What is going on with this person to even have to say things like that? It's been crazy. So back to when I've been a kid, I have run into so many troubles. I have seen and said things. And if I recall vividly, there's this one scenario, this one time that I don't know exactly what happened. I guess my senior siblings could help me out with that, should that time come. But I know I said something and it was a big deal. It was a huge deal. And somehow the neighbors had to move, obviously because of what I said. And everybody was on me. Everyone was on my neck. My parents, family, everybody was on my neck. And as a kid, that pressure, it really took its toll on me. It did. And till today, I don't want to say I have been stuck up or hung on to the past and all that. But till today, I don't know exactly what it was or exactly how I felt. I mean, I can't explain in details how I felt, but I know that one thing I felt was very frustrated, and I felt like I let everybody down. And I am one person, I don't know why, I just hate to disappoint people, even when it's not necessary. Like, even when it's okay, I can tease you, I can say some crazy things and make myself laugh and make you laugh too if you find it funny, if you have a sense of humor. But somehow I can't shake that off. So I carried that disappointment and frustration for a very long time. I have carried it, and sometimes I got into a particular maybe say a problem or a particular entanglement. Okay, entanglement. Yeah, I got into stuff like that, and I couldn't actually express myself. I mean, I couldn't actually stand my ground and say, this is what happened. And I am telling you, 90% of all the time in my life, I have just been given the wrong notion. People have just taken up the wrong notion, see me and say, okay, this is what is going on with this person for sure. Definitely. I mean, she looks like it. This is exactly what is going on. I just find out that I have always been judged and given a particular persona and character or a behavioral attitude has just been somehow like I definitely didn't get any chance to prove myself or even say anything, and based off the fact that somehow this thing that happened when I was young, probably say I was maybe 6 or 7 or 8, something about that time. It actually took a toll on me that sometimes I don't say my part of the story. I get so hung up on anger and frustration, the fact that why would you even think I would do such a thing? I mean, why would you even ask me? Really? I mean, how? And it took me to a very different direction, because some of the times when I actually got mad, let's say for example, hey, did you ate the rice, right? You are the one, definitely, example, okay, scenario, you're the one who ate the rice. We know you ate the rice, and I swear I have not even seen a grain uncooked. It doesn't even matter if I was in the vicinity or not. Somehow, for whatsoever reason, back from home, not just when I got to meeting people and mixing up with people, back from home, we somehow saw that, okay, this person, I am the child that would do all of that. I believe to literally my parents and my siblings and every other person in the family, I am the black sheep of the family. I mean, I have to be. I'm the one who the only thing subtly does something and nobody knows. And then when I get accused of this stuff, I get so frustrated. Oh my God. Like, I am so happy right now that I grew up and I learned a way to deal with my anger issues, because, wow, I would not even say a thing. Like, I would be so mad and so angry, and I couldn't actually let it out. You know, I was young and I had elderly siblings, and I was like one of the youngest in the house, so it wasn't a thing for me to be expressive and all that. And I mean, I didn't grow up now, like I'm a millennial, so back then the family dynamic is a different thing. You don't just say any stuff now, not like now that kids can actually say what they want to say. Somehow the brought up a crime, and they put it on me. They put it on me, and I had to deal with that. And some of the times I actually got so mad that I had to go do that stuff. After I am being accused, you ate the rice. I'll be like, okay, fine. Since everybody thinks I ate the rice when I didn't even see no rice, when next I see a rice, I am sure going to eat it. And then on this second scene, when I am being seen eating the rice, of course, we said it. We all knew you ate the rice. You're eating the rice right now. And that will not only frustrate me the more, it will get me more mad. It will get me so crazy. I mean, I would want to do more stuff. This is actually like, I don't know. I don't want to take it to a level where it will maybe sound so emotional, because I'm just trying to talk about expressions and the toll it could take on people when they are being restricted from actually and properly expressing themselves. And for kids too, for parents too, yeah, it's something that is very, very important. It is. It's very important. Yeah, I don't have a child. I probably wouldn't know. But what I know is I was once a child, and it did not go well. It did not go so well. Nothing is perfect, of course. But it did not go so well in this particular area. There was always something. Somehow, I don't know why this is. I was always the one everyone thought like, oh, of course, yeah, right, you did it. Like, Jesus, why? Why would you imagine I would do something like that? And I would deliberate on that. I would sit down and I'd be like, why do these people believe it? There was this time in secondary school. I'm not even gonna lie. I started taking up people's crimes. Crime. Okay, when I call it crime, that sounds too serious. I started taking up what people did because, everybody already expected that I did it. Not like in a violent way, okay? Not like no violence because, no. I'm not. That is not my area of expertise. I don't do violence, okay? I don't do screaming. Once scream. I can scream. Oh, okay. Or that, but not to that part. I actually started taking up stuff. I recall, I think it was 2012. Yeah, 2012. I was out from secondary school. Oh my God, I don't know. Wow. I am definitely gonna have to say this. I wish this was scripted. In 2012, I was out from secondary school, and God rest her soul now. She's late. A friend of mine, who were close then, she took and she got pregnant. We were young, of course. And she needed to let it go. Like she needed to remove it because it wasn't what she wanted to do. And I was there somehow as her support system. And we went to the place, and on getting there, I think the nurse or the attending nurse asked her, the information, like, what's your name, where you from, all that stuff. And she gave my name. I was there. It wasn't like behind me or something. She gave my name, and I didn't even flinch. I didn't even say why, or look at her, or make any facial expression or whatsoever. I was like, okay, I can deal with this. And then I grew up amongst boys. Like, my siblings were more guys, and I was the youngest amongst them. And boys are naturally very protective, so I had that kind of childhood If I had to go out, of course. I mean, I'm not just hanging out or staying in the streets or saying hi to literally almost, no. I have fun. I did have a very whirlwind childhood, but there was still some part to it. So back to that, I took, after the whole details and all the testing and stuff, I took up the paper. I'm a hoarder. I hoard stuff. Like, it could not even have any sentimental value to me whatsoever, but I'm a hoarder. I hold on to things. That's it. I think that's the only way to. I have stuff that I don't even know what, or for whatever reason I am ever going to need it. I don't know the reason why I have it, but somehow I just have it. I'm a hoarder. Crazy. So I took this stuff. I took this the leaflet where her name, it was just her name, her blog group and all that was written on, but supposedly it was my name. And I took it, and okay, I think that was the first meeting, and then that went by. She was fine, she was safe. And after that, this is crazy, I just admitted to supporting abortion. Wow, I just realized that right now. But I was a kid. So, not kid. I take responsibility for every action I did, intentionally, unintentionally, subconsciously, and consciously. Yes, I have to take responsibility, because who am I gonna blame? It's just me, okay? So anyway, I took this stuff home, of course, and I had to put it in my pile of stuff. I have a pile of stuff. I have different piles. I have different piles from all the letters, the love letters I got from guys back in school. I have a different pile from the ones I just wrote to my friends. The exchange with girls. I have a pile of the little snippets that we exchange maybe during a test. I hoard stuff. It's crazy. I am a hoarder. I hoard. I can definitely keep a clothes that I know I would never fit in, that I wouldn't even want to wear anytime, any day. And I would just have it piled up and kept. For whatever reason, I don't know. I hoard stuff. I hoard, what's it called? Utensils. Like, I hoard cutleries. Jeez. I don't know. I don't know why. I guess it's just me. I mean, what am I going to do? What to do, man? Okay. So, I put this stuff in my pile of stuff. And one time, my senior brother, I think my immediate senior brother, yeah. I don't know if it was him or the girlfriend that saw this stuff. A pregnancy test. And then he found it. I was very close to him because, I mean, we wrestled together. I grew up amongst boys. I had broken limbs and broken nose and broken so many times when we were playing it. We shared the stuff, like we were like pals. And somehow, he was giving me a little kind of attitude. I did not have a clue. Why didn't I even think about it? I didn't do nothing. The way they say the clear conscience thing. I didn't have it in mind. It wasn't a thing. And then one time I went out and I got back late. I believe way past my curfew. And he was in town. Oh my God, he's like the police of the house, because back then everyone has left, so it was just me, my mom, and my dad, because I was the youngest. So he got back and he was mad. He was like, "Where did you go? Why do you can just leave here and go anywhere? My friend, what do you think you're doing? Where did you go? So you want to come and embarrass the family? The way it works." you want to disgrace this family? I'm like, disgrace the family? I just went out my mouth. Oh my God, that's another thing. Like, am I disgracing the family? I just, then my mom has to be close, unless I go to collect like on the radio, on the regular. Mom has to be like, okay, yes, just say what you're saying, not touch her and all that stuff. So he got so mad, and he almost hit me that day. My mom was like, "What's wrong with you? She's back, but what's all the whole fuss for? Is he just because you don't know she's growing? You don't know, say this girl don't grow. Like, I don't understand. What if she could?" To me, he was like, what is wrong with this guy? I don't get it. So I'm not supposed to go out again, dude. But then after the night of chaos, I went to bed, of course, the next day. I think it was a day later or 2 days later. His girl was like, okay, humble, what did you do? Did you go to the hospital or whatsoever? I'm like, go to the hospital? I don't understand. And I had ulcer when I was like young and some other tummy issues. So I guess he just put it together and said, oh, it must be what she's going through. Oh, she was actually maybe, like doing away with the stuff, and we thought it was her regular thing. So I guess it got him more furious and more crazy. And then she was telling me, I was like, did you go to the hospital? I was like, hospital? I don't understand what. But everybody knows my appointment. Oh, but I said, no, just tell me the truth. When they're poking you to say something, I'm like, tell you the truth over what? I don't know what you're asking me. And then my brother walks in. Oh my God. And it's just her and him. My mom is not there. I am a scaredy kitty cat. I tell you, when it comes to violence, count me out. I know the. So, and then he was like, what did you do? I said, what you did? I was like, what? I don't know what she's. And then they were like, you went to the hospital, you had this. I was like, me? Why would I do that? When? I don't understand. Then when did I go? So why didn't it wasn't like you still get mad, you won't run? Is this not your name? And then he was so close to hitting me. Oh my God. And that fear, I started crying. I was like, okay, yes, I didn't know and I did it. I'm so sorry. I admitted to what I did not do. And then that was it. Blackamoor. That impression I already made. I just hope my brother doesn't hear this stuff. I just hope he doesn't listen. I had to admit, because I was scared. I didn't want to be beat up. Are you kidding me? What? I had 5 biological brothers. I will die. I can. No, it's not a thing. My background, a religious thing. Oh no, please. It was a no. It's definitely a no bound. I took that and it left that impression. There was no way I could correct it out of fear, out of okay, I don't want this to happen. I don't know what is going to happen. I admitted. Why? Because I was forced to express a particular notion, the notion they believed, and did not want to hear my own part of the story, or even though I had a part of the story. And a young girl who just finished secondary school, you can't, dude, I don't know, people get pregnant now. I'm not judging, okay, but then it's not something I could possibly be thinking of. Are you kidding me? I have a boyfriend. Why on earth do I do that? What do I need it for? I'm telling you, there's this one time my brother said, instead you're gonna get carried away with the whole boy attention and all that, I will send you a text message, one in the morning and one at night. I am not kidding you. I mean, that was it. Like, so you don't have anything to do and then embarrass anybody here. So I was in that grip, and there were different scenarios. I was scared. Different scenarios. I didn't know what would happen. I don't know what the outcome would be. Everybody was so based on that. You did it. You've done something like this in the past. I'm like, in the past, I have never ever done something like this in the past. And mind you, it is said that emotions are created by our brain. And this is the way our brain gives meaning to bodily sensation based on past experience. That's the way the emotions is being created in the head. So for that reason, because they had that, because they were feeling that emotion, they believe it's something, from the past experience. Because I have admitted to doing that or doing that. How would they even possibly know that all I admitted to was a farce, or all I admitted to was a lie? I was just too scared. I couldn't stand my ground and say this. And besides, I was not expected to. If I went out in the evening and I spent time, it means I went to see a boy. There could not be any other reason. And you know how frustrating it is for whoever is accusing you or believes so much in their mind, 100% they believe it, that they know you did this, they possibly have heard you did this, or maybe they know that a friend of theirs is into you. Back then, my some of my brother's friends were all that stuff. So, they just had it in their mind. They just had that mindset. They just had it paved and all that. And each time I looked left or looked right, everybody was in on it. Nobody was giving me the benefit of the doubt for me to express myself. I did not have my own expression. I could not state my fact. I just had to accept and carry on with what I've been told, with what they've assumed and given me all the time. So in the house, I was like the villain. Is either I burnt the food on purpose, or I am so vindictive because every other person was on my neck last night. I decided to put too much salt in it. I'm telling you that this is like the aftermath. These things are the aftermath of the stuff I did. Okay, you're the one who did it. You did it. I'm like, okay, since I do it and I have the power to do it. Are you kidding me? So I literally could do things like this and I have not been doing it, and everybody even believes that I'm doing it. So why the hell am I not going to do it? I did it because I was so angry. I was furious. I was like, okay, nobody in this house and the whole house can say, are you sure? Wait, can we find out? There was nothing like that for me. I didn't have that. I don't know, for whatsoever reason. Yeah, maybe not for whatsoever reason. Maybe based on the fact that I couldn't stand my ground. But how was I able to stand my ground when it was obvious the power dynamics, the fact that I know that this guy has strength more than me, and it just looked that way. It just looked like, okay, you are coming from the east side and something just happened in the east side. You have to know what happened on the east side. And I'm coming up with, I don't have a clue with what happened at the east side. What? I didn't see anything happen. And almost every other person, let's say, who was at the east side saw something happen. And I don't know, because I wasn't paying attention, because it wasn't important to me. I was a kid, okay? I wouldn't focus on that. I just did my thing. I was self-involved. I was so self-involved, when you have every other person taking you to be the person who's always doing stuff or engaged in stuff, and the fact that we're all just boys and I was the girl, I escaped being a tomboy. My play was WrestleMania, Raw, WWE. I played games. Oh my God, I played consoles. Are you kidding me? Sega, what have you? I played Sega, I played PS, I played I was the what was I going to do? Go out and play with who? How am I going to go out and play with what group of girls? Please, what do girls do? Not that I didn't have the chance. I actually did that. Most of the time, I had to hang out with some of the girls and the people in the area. I ran with them. I used to run so fast when I was young. I cannot believe what has happened to my legs. My legs can't even stand. So, I was athletic for whatever reason. I was athletic back then. I did actually hang out with some of the girls, but it wasn't like a regular 10, I always had the boys around me, so I grew up in that pine and all that. So there was no way I could come from that east, and I am saying I don't have a clue of what happened, and other people have different stories, and I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't get the story. I have to be the one that have instigated it. I mean, that means I started the freaking fire. It was just like that. Everybody somehow believed the worst. Yes, because I did have anger issues, and all that was just because I was already accused. So you see, then I took it to be, that's it. That's what she's doing. This is what is happening. This is it. So, apart from the house, apart from what happened immediately in the family, it didn't stop me from being expressive. I mean, I am that child. I always talk. As much as I am going to finally believe, I am going to stand my ground at least for the first 20-30 minutes, trying to see how I can break down the forts and see the weakest link and want to hold on there, or see if I can scream more than every other person. Yeah, I mean, I didn't just give in. It was always a tussle, it was always a struggle. Admit it. And I know I wasn't going to get hit. My mom and my parents were going to allow me to get hit, so because of that, I don't know what is wrong with me. Oh God, why am I belching so much? Okay, so because of that, I had to, I had to struggle a little before I actually gave in. And then when I saw that, okay, the frustration, nobody is even going to, and I give in to this stuff, chiseled and covered in tears, because I am looking, how can everybody believe I do this? But I can't. I know in my mind, I'm thinking in my head, I don't even have the ability. I can never ever do this on my own. This is not something I would ever wake up for whatsoever reason, even though I was angered or not. This is not something I will ever do. Why does everybody believe that I did it? And the aftermath was because I was so angry and so frustrated and disappointed. I lived up to that expectation. I lived up to what they saw me for, what they believed in their mind, and assumed, and made me somehow believe it. I sometimes had to doubt myself. I had to doubt, are you sure that I'm not mean? Are you sure I'm not looking for people to poison the whole food in the house so everybody just go? I started to doubt myself. I started to doubt my thinking and my lifestyle and what I was able to do, and my heart and my mind. I started to doubt it. Why? Because I did not have the full length of expression. I could not let my emotions out because it was restricted, because people people give me that emblem, people always give me that notion. Now that I'm even gone way past, when people say, they don't literally even have to see me. Maybe just talk and all that. Okay, I know I am very sarcastic. I like to laugh a lot. If it is annoying or awkward, it is funny to me. I mean, I am looking at facial expression and see how almost everybody, I'm always laughing. So I always have that, vindictive outlook. So I am always giving the worst case scenario, literally. And it's not cool, actually. The thing is, it's not a good thing. Nobody should be treated that way. Nobody at all. And no child, no kid should be treated that way. Now that I know better, I know not to. I know what to do and what not to. But still, this stuff has been something that I have carried on for so many years. Imagine at the age of 6, 7, or 8, I caused a great havoc. Like, everybody who stayed in my area knew about that. And these neighbors had to move. They had to move. I can't remember till today. I cannot remember what this was. I know I have tried to ask my brother, and like, why are you living in the past? What happened? What's happened? Who said this is a problem? Because somehow in this our part of the world, if you want to get a clarification on something that has happened before in your past, they somehow link it or connect it to, where have you gone? They said, I don't understand. I don't even get it. I don't get it. And why is this, something I am particular about right now? Or why is this a topic I just decided to talk about right now? Is it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I was on the gram and I saw this BBN, this past Big Brother Nigeria housemates who I think one of them was like calling out some of the chicks, I think Mercy and Venita and the rest. And then she was furious. I think she did an IG live, an Instagram live. And of course, Instablog and every other blogger had to carry it on. So when I saw it, I actually saw it on one of the blogging handles. I had to go down to the comment section because, of course, now, Nigerians, we are litty, we're litty, we're very, very litty. So it's always the comment sections. You have to roll back to go down to that comment section. So I went down to the comment sections and somehow I was praying and wishing. I was just wishing that someone could understand the plight. Yes, what she was screaming was what happened 3 years ago. It was a defamatory thing. I think one of the chicks asked if she did drugs or smokes or something like that. And she just couldn't let it go. And then I saw people who were commenting, I beg this one, don't pass this one, they find clout and all that. Yes, okay. Because of the way social media is crazy right now, you could think that. But somehow when she was saying that, I could relate to it. I felt like I could feel what she was feeling. I could feel her frustration. I could feel her anger. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean or relative to the fact that it happened so long ago. It's hard for you to have to get through something or get past something. Most people don't understand that. Expression is something everybody should have. A child, a friend. I have had people tell me I am involved in a discussion, in a very fun conversation. I am talking and just having fun, and then these people are collecting, like when you're just talking in your mind, we're just talking, this has nothing to do with nothing, but they are collecting and picking up whatsoever. And then people will be like, this stuff you say, like, what happened? Why are you like this? Why are you that? Why are you that? It looks like you're this. It looks like you're that. And I am not going to lie at all. I am not going to lie about it. For a very great or higher portion of times that people always assumed that I was a particular, or I lived a particular lifestyle, I got at a point, I got tired. I got tired of trying to prove myself or make them know that, okay, this is not me. I lived up to this expectation. Okay, you think that's it? Yeah. Are you kidding me? Dude, I've been doing this stuff like since forever. Please, now I'm a pro. And that is why I say on the flip side, it made me fit into stuff I didn't even know I could do. I did things I couldn't even picture in my head. I didn't know I had the ability to do. I did things like, I got involved in things like that because, yeah, look at me already. Nobody believes I'm a shy kid. Oh, please. You're the one who's leading the gang, definitely. So it was like, it was crazy. This stuff I'm saying, it's like a big deal. I did stuff. Most of them, yeah, were fun. And I went to places I wouldn't even say I could afford to go to. Why? Because there was a connotation. Because people thought, oh, this is what is happening. This is what is going on. You're already into it. You already know what's up. I didn't have a freaking clue. I have not even heard this stuff before. It's my first time ever hearing stuff like that. But somehow people believe, oh no, you know it already. And dude, I don't want to disappoint. Please, I saw movies all my life. It was my getaway drug from whenever I felt alone back home, or whenever I felt like everybody was ganging up against me. Nobody likes me. Nobody hates me. Oh my God, I want to run away. All this stuff. I saw movies, so I was like, dude, I mean, I can do it. I can act it. I lived a different lifestyle, created different perceptions in people's heads and people's mindsets. Why? Because I did not even get a chance to express myself. Literally, this wasn't even about me expressing myself. This was just the fact that, no, you don't have to say anything. We know you're good in it. Just get it up and do it. I handled those that I was like scared for my life, to be like, oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, what am I going to say if I lose this? Like, it was mad. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that. But on the other side, it made me this person. It made me have all these personas and all these personalities. And that is why people say, man, I'm like, oh my God, like, when you're a drama queen, you can act, you can do. Yes, I can. Are you kidding me? I have years of experience doing stuff I've not done before. I've not even heard about. I didn't even know it's possible for people to do. I've had so many times. But is it cool? Is it cool? Everybody should have a self-expression. I say this stuff because I hope people actually listen to it. Not just listen to it to just listen to the podcast, but listen to it and imbibe it. For parents, for mothers, for fathers, for siblings, for sisters, for people who have words and people they take care of. It's important. Self-expression is an important part of life. When a person doesn't express themselves, this represses the important part of who they are and cause them considerable struggle and lasting mental and emotional pain. This frustration turns to rage, and the isolation turns to depression. It's real. I mean, we Black people, Africans, please, I beg, all these new kids, I beg, which one be say you are depressed? It's like you don't know. it's part of what has happened. It's part of the traumas. I can say this stuff. Yeah, I don't have a kid. I shouldn't be advising people, but I was once a kid. And I know the impact of what it did to me. Everybody have their own trauma, of course. I am no victim, right? I mean, I've gone past that stuff. But I have to talk about it. I mean, I have to say, because I have friends. I have people I care about who have families, and I love them. I love them, and I love them to death. I have to say this stuff because I was once that child. I was once that kid who had to go through all this traumatic experience, who saw stuff that I wasn't ripe or ready for, but I had to carry it on. Self-expression is important. People should stop telling people to keep quiet. Oh, don't talk like that. You're a girl. You shouldn't talk like that. Oh, don't talk like that. You're outside. You shouldn't talk. Allow people to say. Yes, I'm not saying that people should just be allowed to just say whatever the crap comes into their head and say some unuseful stuff. No, that is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying at a point, it gets to a point where even people do it subconsciously. It's not intentional. They don't intend to do it, but they do it. Somehow they do it. Yeah, and they just do this stuff. And this would not just mean that, the people shouldn't know better, or people shouldn't learn to do better, or any of the above. Okay, because, I repeat again, it gave me two different sides. Yes, I believe, because somehow I believe that you have to lack something in to be able to appreciate it enough. So maybe obviously because I had to go through times where I had to probably prove myself or something, I had to understand that, okay, this is the importance. But is it really, for me, in my head, totally, almost all the time, I think, do I have to prove anything to anybody? Because you know why? Because people are always going to have to think of whatever they think about you. I mean, you have little or no power to changing how they feel about you, what they think about you, how they perceive you, the stereotype they put you in. And come on, we are in Nigeria. You know what happens when you're a young girl? Everybody thinks you are doing some jiggy related stuff, literally almost all the time. There is no reason why you're not doing that. This is the only thing. I am not saying that people are not doing it, okay? I am not trying to say, oh, people are not doing it. I am not here trying to say, oh, I have not done something like that before. Oh, please, off all of that. That is not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is, we can do better. It has taught me to actually fit into every situation. I have mingled with people. I have gone to places. I have touched dough, a whole lot of dough that has maybe opened my eyes, exposed me, and made me know, oh, okay, now I can do this, now I can do that. But then when it comes to, say, a family environment, say, growing up, grooming your kids and all that, I get it sometimes. I feel like we in this part of the world, black people, or maybe just everyone in general, people want their kids to grow up and be independent and confident and have their own voice and value stuff. But then you see parents who give their kids instruction or tell their kids what to do and don't want them and don't expect them to maybe ask a question or fight back. Okay, I'm not saying kids should be stubborn and disrespectful, but no. But okay, just look at it in this context. If you actually want your child, you want your kid to gain confidence, okay, and you want them to be strong and value their voice, you need to understand that the kids actually gain confidence, they gain thoughts, they even become spontaneous before they gain wisdom. So teaching your kids to be strong, confident, and value the voice, they need to at least have a space to ask questions. Okay? Why is not no. It's not oh no, I'm not gonna do that. Or maybe you're asking them to do the dishes and they're saying no. Okay, for me who grew up with a whole lot of siblings, there are many times, I'm sure it could be similar to some of you guys, there are many times where parents have to call you to do something, or maybe, hey, you go sweep the balcony, and then you'll be like, why do you have to ask me? Why not ask him? And sometimes you might get free. I got free so many times. I love that with that particularly. And maybe when my parents or my senior sibling will be like, oh yes, of course, oh you've been doing stuff all this while, maybe you should do it, yeah, you should get it, and you get popped. Okay, that might sound like, okay, you're telling kids to be tricky and always push it down to the next person. Okay, what about kids who actually it's just them? I mean, they're just the only kids. How does it work for them? But all I'm trying to say is for your kids to actually have all of that. They have to have their own thoughts. And when kids are growing, you want them to have their own voice, right? And the only way to do that is they have to practice their voice. They're kids. I mean, when they're toddlers and they've passed the toddler age, even I believe at the toddler age, they have to be like, no, and they have to practice their voice. And then you tell them to do that, and they're saying their own stuff. Yes, you see, most of parents will be like, no, go and do that. Can you imagine? I gave birth to this child. I'm telling you what to do, and you don't want to do it. Okay, yes, but how is this person who has lived all their life growing up as a kid, followed all instructions that has been paid for them by their parents and their elderly ones, how are they going to be so confident and gain their own voice when they are grown? Not that they can't be. It's two ways. It's one of two ways. Is it that they just join the lead, like they just follow the crowd and be like, okay, this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go to school, get good grades, and get a job, and just walk in, get an employment, and be there. Or they're thinking, oh no, for me, this is like me speaking sometimes. For me, I'm like, oh my God, I have been shut down so much, too many times. Nobody is doing that to me anymore. I mean, I have said no. I have been told what to do and how to react and how to present. And now I found my voice. I am going to use it, and I'm going to say it. This is me. This is what the frustration I get sometimes. I'm like, no way. I am not doing what you're asking me to do. I mean, for all my life, I have been doing what people are asking me to do. No way. And all my life, people have always believed that, oh, you can do this. Oh, I know. All you have to do is get in there, ask them that you need that stuff, and then convince them that you can do it. Yes, it gave me all the notion and perception in my head that, oh, I can actually do anything. I mean, all I have to do is go there with a smile confidently and give people enough confidence, make them feel okay. Because when people feel okay, when people feel relaxed in your presence, oh my God, I feel what else is remaining? I mean, like, social skills is important, and that is something that I got through. That is the flip side. That is the good part for all this stuff that everybody literally thought I knew what to do, I know how to do it. That is the good side for me, because everybody's like, okay, you know how to do it. Of course, you can go in there. I know. I've seen you act, the way you talk, the way you... yeah, sure. You can definitely go in there and tell that guy that you want that stuff. Who knows? I am jittery. I am shaking. I am fidgeting. I am nervous. I am scared. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because why? Somehow people believe I can do it. And like I said, I do not want to disappoint at all. I don't want to. I mean, if you think I can do this, maybe I can actually do it. Maybe I've been telling myself that I can do it. Why does every other person think I can do it? That means I can actually do it. So I'm doing it. So that's it. When when the person you're with, maybe it could not even be your child. It could be a nephew or just someone. Maybe you're fostering a kid or into adopted or whatsoever, or you're just helping someone out there. You are nice and you're a generous person. Just allow them to use their voice, because they have to practice voice and confidence with you. I mean, who else are they going to freely say no to or ask no, mommy, or no, daddy, why do I have to do that? It's you. And if you keep shutting them down, say no, you do this, I'm your mother, I'm your father, I give you food. In our area here, it's usually that I give you food, I have fed you, I have groomed you in my life. If I tell you something, you should be able to do it. Some people even bring out the whole emotional blackmail, but maybe shedding a tear or doing whatsoever. That's it. It's different for different people and all that. And just like I said, yes, it's not cool because we're not all the same. I mean, we're not actually going to all know what to do and say, okay, since I have been made to do this, since people think I can do anything, probably I should be able to do this stuff. If people think I am this person, if people think I'm a thief, maybe I should thief. If people think I'm a whore, maybe I should whore. If people think I'm a good liar, maybe I should lie. People don't actually, because you have to then have this background that teaches you right from wrong. And if you don't have those bases, you could just fall prey to it. People stay with anger, people grow with anger and be like, oh my God, all my life I have been cheated on, so I'm going to do this. And somehow the feel is for revenge. Somehow they're trying to get back to the other person, but at the end of the day, they are getting the wrong connotation and they are following the wrong path and they fall off that. So please allow people to express themselves, and especially kids, people that are growing up, just allow people to know who they are. You see parents who say, I know my child. I raised this child. I know this child. I know what you can do. I know what you can do. Are you sure? Are you sure? Actually, I asked that because I was that child everybody believed. I raised you. I know what you can do. I know you can do this. And I could not even kill a freaking ant. But they gave me all this power and all this confidence that sometimes could be mistook for evil, could be mistook for bad. But I mean, I could think about it and say, okay, well, they think I can do this. Maybe I should do it. And then probably I do not get a change, or I do not know better. And then I live on my life. I mean, anything could possibly happen to me. I'm telling you, I traveled to places. Wow. Nobody knew I went out. They possibly still think I was somewhere in the country lying around, but I did not. I was busy going places. Why? Because, oh, wow, you fit in the pile. Look at you. You can definitely do this. We should go. We should hang. You are the person I should take. I mean, I have this stuff I'm going for. You are perfect for it. With all this stuff you're doing, you're perfect for it. You look like that person who can stand it. It's cool, okay? Because why do I keep on saying it's cool? Because for me, it is now that I'm grown, it has given me so many experience. It has made me, I have literally sinned and handled and maybe dispatched enough money that I couldn't even make it my own. I can't even make it my own now. I mean, I have access to all this stuff because, wow, all the experience. Yes, experience then teaches you all of that. But in the wrong hands, it could be a wrong thing. So expression is important. Expression is good. There is definitely a second part to this because it's not just this. I have so much to say about expression. I have so much to share about this expression. Okay, because this first part, I give you the instance of where it might seem all sad or bad or yes, but that's the way, I feel like that's the way life should be. People should learn their lessons. It is morning here and yes, you can hear those cocks crowing, right? I stay in a very, very healthy area where there are trees and there are livestock. Chickens and fowls and all that. So it's morning. Good morning, you. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So that's it. Self-expression is important. Stop limiting people. You're a girl. You shouldn't talk like that. You're in public. You should. I get it. People should have a limitation. But you want people to have their voice. You want your child. You want your child to be confident. You don't want your child to just follow the crowd. You don't want their peer or friend to say, okay, we're going to do this. Come on, join me. And they will just join. They should have that sense to say, why am I joining this? Is this worth it? Why do I have to do this? If you keep on shutting them down and telling them to follow instruction and telling them this is the only way it should be, I give birth to you. I mean, I hear people who will say, I give birth to you, I can kill you, I can leave you. And you actually thought they had this power. No, dude, you ain't got no power. If you kill me, the government comes after you. Okay? But I feel like, okay, this is really good. There is definitely part two. It is. For this first part of expression, I believe I have given you a glimpse, I've given you a clue to the bad side of it, or how it could shut a person down or make the person choose a wrong path in their life. And then the good part where, for me particularly, when I have gotten to experience the world and seen things in a different perspective than maybe people in my age group, or my peer, people I mingle with do not know. Okay, and now I feel like I've let so many cats out of my bags. Literally, my bag is now empty. All the cats are gone. All the cats are gone. Now you have almost all my cats. No, you don't have any. You literally don't even have a kitten. Maybe you have a head of a kitten. All of that. I had fun. I have had fun. I always say fun because I liked it. I'm adventurous and spontaneous, and I like to be happy. Stop thinking that people are faking happiness. Stop thinking that people are just acting because, yes, I know everybody has to act it. Yes, I do too. I mean, I'm not going to tell you right now that everything has been perfect and sweet and I have been on a bed of roses. Oh no, honey, it has not been that way. It is definitely not that way. But there has been tips and turns, and all these life experiences, all these tussles, all these things you're supposed to learn, either for good or bad, help shapes who you are. It help you to make better decisions. Now, if there's good in you and you're not allowing the evil part to take over, you're now not allowing the vengeful part to take over, you're not allowing the yays that you've been shut down. No, now I'm gonna have to say everything I want to say, and then you're probably going out there saying all the wrong things, pushing out all the wrong perceptions. And another thing I have to say is stop stereotyping people. Stop stereotyping people. Because when there's so much a person can take, when you make them feel like, oh no, you are them, you look like them. Yeah, right. Yes. Most people will be like, well, if I look like them, maybe I should just be them. And people make wrong decisions. And I feel like the stereotype thing is general. I don't know why I keep on saying this are part of the world. I feel like I have felt it personally here more than other places. People generally think you're this. Oh no, Viva, please. Viva, I know you can do that. Viva, you do that, right? No, but yeah, that's what she does. Yeah, she's good in this. She's gone there. You don't even know. How are you sure? Now, I'm not saying that people should live below the powers and capabilities and what they can actually afford to do. Because for me, there have been people who think, oh, you can do that. And for me, it was a confidence boost. It was me thinking, oh, I didn't know I can actually do this. Well, thank you for lifting me up. Thank you for lifting my spirit. Now I can actually do this. It's the first time I ever traveled out. This is crazy. I did not even have a passport. And that was it. And I actually thought, I would say, oh my God, because we watch movies, they'd be like, okay, they catch you, they illegal, you become illegal, and then they deport you, and all the thoughts and stories and stuff you've seen, maybe seen in a movie, seen in real life where you're associating with people and all that. But it's different. But how are you going to know? How are you going to experience the world if maybe people don't put too much blocks on your shoulders to lift it up, and then you know, oh my God, I have been looking down on my potential. I have been looking down on the fact that I am superb. I can literally do anything. The Bible says you can do anything. God strengthens you. So why the hell not? So expression is important. Allow people to be expressive. Don't say they look this way. Just listen to them first. Listen to how dumb they sound, or listen to how wise they sound, or listen to how confused they sound, or listen to how wanting to know the sound. I have personally experienced that people, when I ask questions, I am a very curious person. I'm a curious being. I could know something and I'm asking about it again. Like for whatever reason, I don't know. I'm that person that if I was writing something, say maybe I'm writing a piece or an article or mail or message or whatever it is, I could write maybe a book or poem or something. I know what the I have to use an instance. I know what the word door is. A door, like a door that opens and closes for you to enter a place or not. I know what it is. But then if you went through my Google search, oh my God, you will see words. You'll be like, I actually thought you were a smart kid. I can't believe these are the things you're searching for. You don't know the word. I can't believe you. You don't know that is a past sentence, or that is an adjective, or that is an adverb. You don't know this. I do. But my curious head and my sometimes doubtful head makes me think, okay, I know you know it, but why not get an extra credit? Why not be sure again? It never hurts anybody to be sure. But in my experience, I found out that when I ask questions, people just assume, oh no, she didn't know it, she's dumb. And then maybe they give me a wrong perception, or they think, oh yeah, right, that one doesn't know shit. Or they just be like, this is not what I thought it was. Do you know anything? Nobody has the gift or the powers to read minds. Nobody can read minds. You cannot read my mind. You do not know what I have inside. You do not know until you give the person a chance. Or maybe don't give any person a chance, but nobody's a confessor in real life. Like, there's no mother confessor in this stuff. If any of you have seen the movie, there's no mother confessor. You don't know. You can hold on to people and think this is real life. Stop living in a fantasy world. Okay, am I talking to myself? Stop living in a fantasy world. I do. I love to live in my head. I love to imagine stuff, fantasize and stuff, and even put a plot twist to it. Or maybe it might go this way. And a dark sense of humor. Why not? No fun. But okay, let's just get to a part that we get to give people a chance to be who they are, so we can be able to teach them or parent them. Okay, allow your kids to ask those questions and maybe say no, so you can teach them, because they gain voice, they gain confidence, they gain spontaneity before they gain wisdom. Okay, they become spontaneous. They have their voice. They have all their confidence. And who are they going to practice it on? Who? Me? They don't know who I am. They have to do it on you. Before, you didn't have to tell them, oh no, I get it now. You should not do this. It's not enough to say, oh baby, you're hungry, you want this, you should just get it. Or maybe, I don't know. Okay, I don't know the instances I'm giving here. What am I saying? I'm just saying grab. But I know you get the picture. I know you understand. At least you have a glimpse, right? I mean, you have gotten a picture or a frame of what I'm saying, right? Whether you misunderstand it, I hope you listen to it again and then you try to see sense. Just use your reasoning. Use your mind. Think about it. When I talk to people, I will say, think about what you're saying. Try to be logical about it. Think about it. Maybe your emotions is always a reason. Is it the people doing it emotional, doing it for gain? But emotions are always involved. Always remember that. The emotions are always involved. Emotions are important and they are everything. They are. And I also told you that emotions are basically the building blocks of statements. So you see, it's how they are feeling that they are given to you. So those facial expressions, those gestures that make people expressive, allow it. Watch it. Because this stuff is, all these emotions and all these feelings are created in our brain. I repeat, and that is the way our brain gives meaning to sensation. And feel this is what it has been. So you use this to do good, and also know that the only reason to do whatsoever in life is love. Okay, vengeance, hate, I will get back to them. Oh, I will show them. Yes, do it for yourself, and generally do it for the sake of love. There is no reason for all the hate in the world, all the stuff that we've been taught that, families carry their own, the enmity or the misunderstanding, and they put it into their kids. They put their perception and thinking into their kids, and then the people carry it on. Maybe their friends, their peer group, where they walk, or different walks of life. Okay? Yeah, help your friends to know better when they are feeling very down. I mean, I am that person who will tell you, why do you even think about these things? Do you seriously? Can you change anything? Because my mom used to say, if you're going to point out something to someone and they're not going to fix it there, do you understand that you're just going to make them feel bad? Go and you tell people, oh my God, you look fat. Can this person actually be not fat in the next 5 minutes? No. Point out things like, oh, look at that dress. Oh, look at the stuff in your teeth. It's what people can fix immediately. Because we are not all strong-willed and stubborn and crazy and have to decide what we want to do for ourselves. There are people who still don't have that build-up. They're not that strong. So things you say will affect them. And the way you groom their kids, they might not be strong. You might have killed all their resolve. You might have bent and squeezed and twisted off all their resolve. Now they can't say it and they can't stand for themselves because you have taught them a lifetime, years of following instructions, and they are waiting. They can't wait for someone to tell them what to do. Let's go north. Oh, north we go. Let's go south. Oh, yes, my Lord, we go south. Let people have it. It's not bad for people to think for themselves, because then they can take responsibilities for what they've done. They don't get to blame you or blame the society or blame the world in general. Okay, enough of my talking. I think my lips got dried. But we are going to have this again. Okay, you know, right? Because I'm going to be back. And all this stuff I probably have experienced or fantasized about or even imagined or gone through, you are going to know. So first, expression is important. Always know to express yourself. Always allow people to express themselves so you can know the best way to follow them, the best way to teach them, the best way to do to them, the best way to correct their part, or even the best way to know that you should avoid them. Okay, this one, in my group. Or this one, okay, when I have this particular thing going on, I should link with them. I mean, I'm a person who, I keep everybody. People say, oh, and that person you're with, are they even worth it? Dude, are you even worth it? How do you know? How do you know? Do you see him tomorrow? I'm a person, I love to keep, I know people from years ago. We might not be even talking at all, but I love to keep, if you reach out to me after 50 years of knowing, yes, I am gonna, oh my God, because how do I know? How do you know? How do you know that these people are actually what they're depicting? And now in the era of social media where people put up memes and crazy memes, I have very nice, successful people I look up to who motivates me and inspire me, and they are the things to say and the things to put out there. I'm like, dude, you sound very dumb in public, but you're not. So stop stereotyping. Allow people to express themselves, because expression is freedom. Oh my God. Imagine if I wanted to scream right now and I can just scream. Out of excitement, out of frustration, because I scream. I scream all the time. I scream when I'm excited. I scream when I'm frustrated. I scream when I'm about to cry. I scream all the time. I scream when I see a surprise. It's all the time for me. That's it. So imagine if I went to a place and I got scream. What is gonna happen? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I am either gonna murder every single bean in the area. I'm just gonna tie them up in a body bag and then have them headed out. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that, right? I could just leave, or I could just try to make them understand they actually suck. Okay, you are a loser and you were trying to make me a fellow loser. So honey, go join the loser club. When I am feeling like I want to lose, I meet you again. Okay, with that said, I had fun. I always have fun. And recording this stuff is an excitement. It's like ecstasy to me. It does. And I'm happy oh my God, I feel way lighter that I've actually said this. Finally, I have told people this. Finally, oh my God. Is this what freedom looks like? Is this what it feels like? Damn, that's so good. Okay. It was fun, and forget that you could do anything. You can do anything. Of course, when you get the right motivation, you can also have a wrong motivation. I mean, knowledge is power, knowledge is power. Wrong knowledge is wrong, right? It's just dangerous. You know that, right? And erroneous knowledge is bullshit. It's nonsense. So not all knowledge is power. You should be able to pick and choose what's good and bad, what's evil and right, what's nice or not. Okay, so have that for yourself, because I am not here to be the one who's tutoring you. I am just here to tell you my own experiences and how much fun I've had and how much fun I'm going to have and how I'm going to live a swell life. Because yes, I know that life is going to be good for me and good for all the people I know and care about. Why? Because I got God on my side and nothing going to shake me. With that said, good morning. Let me go join this cocks. They're crowing so much. I have to go wake people up. I have to wake people. I have to scream. I have not screamed. Ciao, ciao, you guys. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe and share in Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. And also follow us on social so you can chat me and DM me. DM me and tell me your position, your thoughts, what you think, and what you like to share with me on Facebook on You Could Pod, and Instagram or You Could Pod. Ciao, ciao, till I catch you in this building again.